In a surprising statement from one of Israel's strongest allies, US President Donald Trump declined to say whether he supports or opposes a potential full military takeover of Gaza by Israel.
Would you support Israel reoccupying all of Gaza, as has been suggested by some Israeli officials?
Well, I don't know what the suggestion is. I know that we are there now trying to get people fed. As you know, $60 million was given by the United States fairly recently to supply food, and a lot of food, frankly, for the people of Gaza that are obviously not doing too well with the food. And I know Israel is going to help us with that in terms of distribution and also money. We also have the Arab states are going to help us with that in terms of the money and possibly distribution. So that's what I'm focused on. As far as the rest of it, I really can't say. That's going to be pretty much up to Israel.
Trump's remarks came just a day after Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said he plans to fully occupy the Gaza Strip and that the decision will be made by his war cabinet. Report suggests that a high-level Israeli security cabinet meeting on Netanyahu's push for full occupation of Gaza will be held on 7th August. Meanwhile, Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Saar traveled to New York for an emergency session of the United Nations Security Council, where he emphasized the plight of hostages still held by Hamas.
I come here today as the Foreign Minister of the State of Israel, the sovereign state of the Jewish people, fighting for its existence for almost 2 years on 7 different fronts. I'm here today because our hostages are still there, starved, tortured by Hamas and Islamic Jihad in the dungeons of Gaza. On October 7th, Hamas invaded, with no reason, into Israel. It committed evil crimes like the Nazis and ISIS did. They murdered and raped women, killed children in front of their parents, and parents in front of their children. They beheaded people, burned whole families alive, took 251 hostages into cruel captivity. 50 of them are still there, starved and tortured.
The United Nations has expressed concern over an expansion of the war in Gaza and stated that it would be deeply alarming.
Mr. President, the latest reports regarding Prime Minister Netanyahu's possible decision to expand Israel's military operations through the entire Gaza Strip, if true, are deeply alarming. This would risk catastrophic consequences for millions of Palestinians and could further endanger the lives of the remaining hostages in Gaza.
Back in Israel, controversy erupted after Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's son, Yair Netanyahu, claimed on social media that Army Chief Yael Zamir is plotting a coup. He further alleged that Zamir is opposed to Israel's plan for complete control over Gaza. Meanwhile, the humanitarian crisis in Gaza shows no sign of easing. Hundreds of Palestinians have died in the last 24 hours. With Neha Kumari, Bureau Report, India Today.